NES is a utility company that provides power and services to 750 square mile area of Nashville. We have approximately 300,000 customers on our service system. When the property was first built in '85, we'd had some flooding from Richland Creek, which is adjacent to the property, but just minor flooding. Never no buildings flooded, just the pole yard. When I turned on the news channel on Sunday morning, they were going through all the flooding in downtown and different areas of town. And they had spotlighted what they call the NES substation, NES property. Well, I looked and it was our service center. And when they showed our guys on top of the building having to be rescued, I was pretty shocked. When I looked at the building, I saw it over the entrance doors. And I knew then, I just sort of shook my head in disbelief and said, this is going to be a long, hard, drawn-out war right here, buddy. On Monday morning, management made a decision that the building could not be occupied. So NES, at that time, we had displaced 108 employees. We had lost 37 vehicles. So NES proceeded to start trying to rent trucks and find a place for the employees. NES is used to a lot of windstorms, ice storms over the years, tornadoes. We have had to supply a lot of services for people. This time we didn't have the expertise to put our building back in. So then we had to start looking for someone with expertise to be able to restore our building. Once we looked over the bids, we decided to call SERVPRO management team in and talk to them and see how they wanted to address this problem. Some of the questions we had were, how do you plan on handling this? Do you have enough manpower? What kind of time frame can you give us? How soon can you get us back in business? That they were able to pull from other franchises, pull as many people as needed to be in. They'd work around the clock to help us. If they needed to work 12 hours a day, 16 hours a day, they would come up with a plan. Actually, the first day that SERVPRO was on the site, within probably the first 2 or 3 hours, I was satisfied that I had the right company. I thought it would probably take them 3 or 4 days to clean it up. Within an hour or two, it was completely clean. I think the biggest thing that surprised me about SERVPRO was that I'd always been seeing them at a lot of residential homes. People had floods, water damage. The first day they mobilized here, I just couldn't believe the amount of equipment they brought in. Tractor trailers, there's supplies. There was just van after van of employees. I was just shocked. They got out of their vans, the team leaders, they had a little tailgate conference for safety. They got out, they all had a plan, and within 5 minutes they were all on the site starting restoration. NES has had numerous disasters, maybe the ice storm of '85 and some of the tornadoes over the last couple of years. We've gone out and we have a disaster recovery plan in place to restore other properties and other people's services, whether it be commercial or residential. Now I realize that this time around, NES was the customer. And so we had to go out and find a company that could handle our restoration, and SERVPRO fit that need in that bill. SERVPRO, like it never even happened.